few months ago, I bought this piece of land for a price most people would find absolutely insane. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal to you just how much it cost me. Blood, sweat, and tears is an understatement for what it took to get here. Growth requires shedding who you are to become who you must be, which can be incredibly painful and uncomfortable. But I think I underestimated just how bad it could be. For the last 5 years, I've been obsessed with buying land, and since 2019, I've been trying to start a homestead so that I could become self-sufficient. I'd been starting to realize that the world was getting pretty crazy and chaotic, and that it was time for me to get back to roots and dwell close to the land. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to reach that reality. I would spend hours online and spoke to countless realtors trying to find the right piece of land, but things didn't seem to align. It was really starting to take a toll on my mental health, being stuck in a place that wasn't in line with who I wanted to be. It wasn't until I realized that the only way forward, the only way to get to my desired reality, was to let go of the things I held most dearly, regardless of how painful it would be. The reality I desired, the one where I owned land in the country, where I had a permaculture food forest, the one where I owned livestock and had abundant natural resources, lay just beyond the comfort zone. It lived in the unknown, chaotic fringes of my experience. Deep down, I knew this. And now that I am here, I realize why no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to get here. I was trying to avoid leaving the comfort zone. I genuinely believed that I was the exception to the rule, that I could have all that I desired without having to face the unknown, chaotic discomfort, which is why I was stuck. For 5 long years, I did everything I could to try to hold on to the things that I knew I had to let go. My lifelong home in California, my group of friends with whom I felt comfortable with, the career that paid my bills and kept me fed, and the beautiful parks and places that I would frequent to go hiking and adventuring through. Deep down in my heart, I knew I had outgrown this place. But in my mind, I lacked the clarity, the discipline, and the money to take action. So, to combat this, I had to get crystal clear and develop a roadmap that made navigating these uncharted waters a little easier. So I got to work. I created a budget to begin saving as much money as possible. I made a vision board that helped me visualize the type of life and identity I was trying to create. And I built a roadmap for the skills that I would need when I finally got to the place that I wanted to be. It took 5 long years to get to the place where I was ready. I asked the universe to show me an opportunity where I could finally turn that dream into reality. And in the winter of 2023, the universe answered my call. I found a 2-acre property by a lake in the Midwest. It was just like I had imagined. It had power, a living structure, a septic tank, and it even had a lake right next to it. It checked off every box. And as you would imagine, I was ecstatic. It felt like every decision I had made was to get me ready for this moment. I was ready to take the leap until I hit an unexpected roadblock. And of all the things that I had to let go, this was by far the most painful. More painful than leaving my lifelong community, my home, my friends, and my career combined. When everything was ready to go, the girl that I had been with for the last 6 years was not willing to go with me. We'd been planning our escape from the 9-to-5 hustle and bustle for so long, and it didn't make any sense to me. It made me question everything that I had worked for up to that moment. I was faced with one of the hardest decisions of my life. Stay where I was in what seemed like the perfect relationship, with an okay group of friends, a good career, or face the unknown, and pursue what my soul was yearning for, to become the man that I was meant to be. There's a famous quote by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung which says, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." And the treasure that I had been seeking for the last 5 years was not going to come easy. I had to confront being alone. I had to face navigating this world without the person who had been by my side for the last 6 years. And to be honest, I was in shambles. But that was the deal the universe handed me. Stay where I was and potentially live with regrets, or move forward and become everything I could be. To reach the desired destination, immense sacrifices would need to take place. So I did. And let me tell you, no amount of preparation or visualization can spare you from the fear and discomfort of the unknown. But that is the price we have to pay to get to where we want to go. So here I am, smack in the middle of it. It's been almost 5 months since I took this leap, and let me tell you, the feeling doesn't go away. It feels like a large part of me has died. My old identity is slowly shedding and making way for this new version of me. I often wonder when this new version will kick in. The pain hasn't gone away, but my perception about the situation has definitely changed. I've learned to love the feeling. I now see that this is what it's like to evolve and grow. The sorrow I once felt has slowly been transforming into a deep sense of gratitude and peace. Now that I am here, I can feel myself getting closer to the man I am meant to be. A man that provides and protects. A man that is resourceful and content to the land for others to enjoy. The highest version of ourselves, the highest version of our lives, requires sacrifice. I understand that now. This is just one of the many evolutions humans are meant to undergo. I know this won't be the last one, but I am grateful for where I am and who I am. In time, this place will be transformed just like myself. I'm starting to realize that the world we see outside of us is just a reflection of who we are inside. I intend to transform this place into an absolute gem. The goal is to create a permaculture community and retreat center, and the plan is to build about 4 or 5 tiny homes around the property so that I can host people from all over the world. I want to educate people on how to get back to roots while showing them a wonderful time. I feel like I have a lot to offer and a lot to say, and I trust that the universe is connecting me with the right people. For now, I will continue to build this place. I will build a store of energy beneath my feet and become one with my land, become one with nature. I used to feel rushed to get the results that I wanted, but here I feel like I've tapped into a deep sense of patience I've never felt before. Today's world is hyper obsessed with productivity and results that we fail to enjoy the moment. But here, things are different. Here, I feel like time moves slower. No rush or pressure to generate results, just the silent hum of Mother Earth. So, in the end, how much did this place cost me? Well, in dollars, it cost me around $53,000, but it feels like $53 million. So many parts of me had to die to make this happen, but I guess that's how nature makes room for new growth. In my next video, I will break down my master vision for this land. I will go through my exact plan for how I intend to convert this place into a permaculture education and retreat center. Nature has so much wisdom, and I really believe that if we still our minds for just long enough, nature will reward us with that wisdom. I have this overwhelming urge to create spaces for people to come to connect, and I really hope that I can host you here someday. But that's a long journey ahead of me, and for now, I just have to take the next step. In exactly 2 months from today, I have 23 chickens arriving. That's 12 egg-laying hens, 1 rooster, and 10 meat birds. And in about 3.5 months, I have 3 goats headed our way, 2 dairy goats and a buck. There are also plans for some rabbits, but for now, it's chickens and goats. This means that in the next few weeks, I need to build a coop and a barn for these animals, which should be exciting. This is by no means the final form of my master vision for this land, but you have to start somewhere. Oftentimes, when pursuing a big vision or goal in life, a sense of overwhelm and paralysis can take you over. And when it seems like you can't see your way through, as long as you can see your next step, you know exactly what to do. If you're watching this and you're wondering how you can start your homestead journey, or maybe you just want to create some other version of reality for yourself, here's some simple advice. You cannot become what you are not already. What I mean by this is that in order to create any meaningful change in your life, you must first see it and feel it in your mind. Create a vision and a version of yourself that you would like to become, and use your imagination to embody that person now. If it weren't for the use of a vision board and active imagination, I don't think I would have gotten to where I am today. Learn to trust yourself and have faith that the universe has got your back. You are so powerful and so worthy of the life you want to live.